Hello everyone, welcome back. First of all, Merry Christmas to everyone watching. I hope you have an amazing time, full of love, laughter, above all mostly peace. I would love that. It's very strange to me that I'm recording this, of course, the day before Christmas, and I am in the midst of making all my dishes for tomorrow and my breads and my everything, but I wanted to record also a bit just to keep this going, and I enjoy making these videos very much. So it's going to be a little bit messy, I know that. We're just going to start with a project today that I already said that I was going to do, and that is going up north. And we're just going to start laying the foundation where I want to start building my new power area. But before we do that, of course, we are going to open our presents. And I did look the numbers up because as the 23 is, it's it's so tiny. What did we get? Tickets. It's so tiny I can't see them. It's not tickets, I meant coupons. And they were in green. So that was yeah, now you can clearly see it. 24 I can now clearly see, but it's because I know it. Why is that? No! Fresh factory.
Since the human olfactory system is closely linked to memory, Fix-It created scented build gun trinkets to remind pioneers of specific concepts. This scent is the concept of caring about your family on Earth, which I'm sure will have no effect on you.
No. I just mentioned sort of something. Thank you, Ada. Let me see, because I think I can... Is that done in the hub again? Let me have a look. Ow! Here. I like my gold star actually more. It smells so it's fine. I will stick to this one because I've got my family here, so I don't need this one to remind me of. I don't need it. We can just stick with a golden star that cost me a lot of more effort. In the next episode, I was just thinking, will be that we will hop over to the Christmas area again, because as I understood, the 25th, something else will be unlocked for this Fixmas event. So it will be a bit jumping back forth in projects, but hey, it keeps it fun. So what I did, by the way, choose the steel ingots recipe out of here. Oh, that's of course gone, so there's no point of showing. But I did choose that one. If there's another one that I need to choose, please let me know. Was there anything else that I need to do? No, I think we're just going over to the Spiral Coast and see how we can set it up. I have to be honest, I can't really recall if I did already show you what I've done here. But I made these ways so I could move around and have power there wherever I needed it. And for these two is tower going down. This one isn't finished yet because I simply didn't have the time. But over there you can see, whoops, if you scroll in, I already got a miner placed on top. It's not working. I also don't think it will keep the enemies away, but I thought, oh, then I can just see where I have to go together with the pole, and in the pole, so I'm not aggressive. in that pole going down, on that side is already a ladder. Here I don't have that yet, and in the middle I'm dragging power down, so both these towers do have power, and therefore I can use that is a pure oil node. And here I have to check. As you can see there, whoops, in the middle there's my other one. I did just place them down, and my idea is to let me see, this one needs to swirl that way, and then probably I go in there, because over there with that one I could go the same way, because I think I'm just going to make 2 big ones together there. I'm not going to do them at the same time. This is really slowly building up, but I thought if I have 2 sets, so 1 oil nose and then the other one in front of it, then 2 pipes can just via the middle and then spread to the left and the right, and then fill up the refineries. That was the idea. So we're going to take the non-official stairs down, and we can just actually go a little bit further. That always gives me a little bit the creeps. Hey. Okay, let me see. I can't remember where the enemies were. This is a little while ago that I already started preparing this. Oh, let me see. Because I do... Excuse me? I think I have to go a little bit up here to have the pipes. But I wanted to go this way. And then around here... I think there was an enemy over there. I think there's an edge there. And a bean. There's always a bean. Yeah, see? There's a hedge here. I knew it. I knew there was one. But I was thinking, look, I already placed an... oops. Is it still on... No. But I did... Oops. I did already find out that here it seems to float quite a bit above water. But if you go backwards, it all of a sudden isn't the case anymore. So at first I was lower, and then I was like, that's not going to work. So what I want to do is I want to actually try to have the setup already in the back, where I think would be the best spot to start setting this up. Because I had 2 ideas about this, and I think I will go with the vertical one, where I have got the production of oil into crude oil or heavy oil residue, at the bottom floor, package it, and then I only have to bring the packaged fuel upstairs, and then I'm not struggling is not struggling, but with head lifts, because I have to pump a fluid up. So I think I'm going for that approach. But I can also imagine, and I think it's been mentioned by Don, saying that there's also a lot of people who just have the I can't think of the word, the generators all the way in the back in just one big platform, and just push all your in this case turbo fuel to one big area where all those generators will be. That's a possibility too, but I feel a lot for just maybe, but I'm not entirely sure just yet, have that set up like sort of what I did in the Blue Crater. So I think what I first will do is find the proper line, because I'm not even entirely sure anymore if this is the right height, and then we can start with bringing the oil over to where we're going to make the setup. I do want to turn it. I had it pointing, I think, the wrong way. And now it's colliding with the beautiful build that I made. I'm trying to think like, whoops, because I sort of have a path that I want to go so we're all on the same height all the way to the back. And I was right. I thought, am I really too high? So I just lowered this one bit, and in the beginning the foundations are above the water, but in the end water is just constantly going over it, so I do have to have it at this height to make sure that we're not getting flooded while we're there. Let me see, where did I have all the power? Oh, only there, that side? I can always change that later. Let me see. It really is. It's just there. Oh, that's such a shame. It's just, you can't, those power poles, they just have that certain length, and that's how I went around and then I saw that these oil puddles were there, so I was like, oh, I need to see if that works out with the tower. Now I can always change things. I think for now I'm just going to drag the pipes over. I always understood that how much is coming out if we overclock, because I understood 600, yes, so I need MK2. Okay, because I understood that no, let me rephrase. I've been advised in what would happen if I would have a fully overclocked extractor on a pure node, and my calculations have been based on that amount of oil. The only thing is I always struggle getting this nice and tight and with proper corners. And let me see. Because I eventually need to go that way. Let me see. Yeah, you can't. I just do this in steps. And then if it's not hitting anything, I'm good. Let me see. Is this... It's not straight, eh? Let me first make this just straight. Oh, something is seeing me? Hi, I'm busy. Where on earth did you go? I've been going back and forth here so many times. And now he sees me? Where is he now? Oh, there. He found me. Oh, there you are. I don't like being shot from out of nowhere, mister. Thank you very much. Okay. Let me see. I wanna have it on my pipe row. There we go. We need to go. I know this is too far, but it is. Can I do this? Yeah, I think here. Okay, now a few more pipes, then we're there where we should be. Go on, birdie. Run! Ooh. 1, 2. Far. Oh. Ooh. Bam! In. Okay. We are in the middle. Let me see. So, how do I have this in mind? Well, this is just the one node, as I said. One oil node will be fully overclocked, so I have 600 oil, which I can use per, yeah, what do you call that, setup? What we need to make is we first need refineries. I'm just going to plonk them down so we can have a little look. This one is going to do this recipe. So 30 crude oil is going to give me 40 heavy oil residue and 20 polymer resin. I will use some polymer resin, I understood, later on for whatever it was. I don't think I've got recipes for it now. But I will store it in a container, and what I've got too much in the sink, just like I do with the plastic and the rubber. I'm getting more heavy oil residue with this recipe, so that will give me more fuel. Let me see, because after this refinery, we will get another one. Yeah. Yeah, this. The heavy oil residue, and I need to and I will probably do that at the side of these areas on each side. Package water, so I will put water extractors there on the side, packaging machines, and then packaged water comes in here together with a heavy oil residue, makes me 60 per minute. I thought to put the packaged fuel upstairs, so there is no head lift, there's nothing to think about in that way, just a lift which brings me the fuel upstairs. Then I need to unpackage the water. Let me see, I have to really think, because we discussed this a little while ago, and I have to get back into what we unpackaged fuel. Yeah, that's what we're going to do upstairs. What we've been saying. So I will not make canisters here. I have got canisters. I just going to take I don't know, like, what was it, 1200, 1600 that I need, and put that in the circulation, because they will be filled with water there, combined with the fuel, sent upstairs, being unpackaged, and then the canisters are empty again, and then they go back to where we started the cycle for water in, and so on. So it's actually just going in an infinite round. So I'm not going to put something up that makes the canisters. I just going to steal a few from the Blue Crater. So we are going to unpackage the fuel then upstairs. And then I got told by Dinosaur Bob, if you turn that into, whoops. So imagine that this is then downstairs, and then we're going upstairs with this. And then we're going to make turbo fuel. So we got the fuel coming in. Here is where I need to add my compacted coal. That's why I made that factory back then. The compacted coal, which is going to give me the turbo fuel, and then after that we are going to pour that into generators. So upstairs floor will have a tiny bit more machines, but that's why I took this space. I made sure that I found a back wall. I did that on purpose, so I knew where the end of the map is, and now I can also visually see it. So I've left myself a nice amount of space, that if I were to need more generators, because I understood that later on I can even add a step more, and that is what was it, rocket fuel, I think. So I think we can go up, we can go backwards, and we can go sideways. So I assume that that is enough space to change this setup into an even more efficient setup than what I'm making now. My goodness, is this something. So let me see. Then we will have 3 machines upstairs. We will have the generator, we will then have that refinery, and behind there we will have the unpacker. As I already said, to the sides I'm going to put water extractors and packaging machines that are packaging me the water. That will be belted into that machine. I had to make the diluted fuel. I think that that is the setup that should work, and that's also sort of what's been said that I should do. If I've got it wrong, please let me know. I will overclock a little bit again. I like to have whole numbers to work with, so I also don't drown in the machines. And it's also what's being mentioned, like you can do that here to make the setup properly. It's not properly working, but with good numbers. So I am for now going to go with the oops, let me see, the refineries that need to be downstairs. Let me just go one way for now, because I want to split it in 4. I don't know exactly. I think it was sticking over. I want to really have the oil dropped in. So if I take the pipe One, two. So, because I want to have this as compact as that I possibly can. For once. Try to learn myself something else. Told you it would be a big project. There we go. Oh, is that the correct? That's no, that's not. Because if I've got that on two sides, it leaves me with the freedom to run in the middle, walk in the middle, whatever I want to do in the middle. So I think that that is the... Yeah. Because let me see. That's quite a few machines. Let me see, that's 10, 20 machines on a fully overclocked oil node. So if we've got 20, then that means 4 times 5 to have the oil, I think, I hope, easily distributed over the machines. It's already being split between left and right, and then also here between left and right. That was that was the idea. I hope that that is the good way to go with it. So let me see. 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. It's going to be such a big plant. Once you use all the nodes that you can use here, amazing. Will look really good. Where is my line there? I can't see. No, that one needs to come in one. Oh, not with the control button. Normally. There we go. So. Three, 4, et voila. And then I need all these. But please let me know in the comments if the approach that I've got in my head, if that is correct. Oops. So we're going to make the heavy oil residue together with the polymer. Heavy oil residue will be combined with water to make the diluted packaged fuel. All these pipes, my goodness. There we go. And then we go to unpack that on top, turn that into turbo fuel together with the compacted coal. And that's going into the generators. That's the plan. And then somewhere, to make it even more complicated for myself, hey, I'm also going to try to get a train in. And that's something that I don't fully understand how I can do that, because I will come from over there, out of that, yeah, sort of canyon. And I thought to let this train maybe walk between what's going to be this power plant and then the one that I want to have in front of it. I thought the train should go in the middle. That was the plan. Would you do that like that too, or do you have an advice for me? Like, I would make sure, I don't know, that it goes over the top, for example. I've no idea. I'm just saying something. I just thought if you set it up in a way that it now can drop off the compacted coal, it could maybe later on even pick up packaged fuel if you make more than that you're using, or I've no idea where this is where this is exactly going. So I wanted to set up a train in between the two power plants that I'm going to make as from now on, because I don't know when it will be ready. It will take me a little while to get all done, but then we should have a lot of power. Excuse me, I got a slight cold. Why is this one not... What's wrong? Did I do this one wrong? Is that all on the same... Hey, that's white? That I don't understand. It does it everywhere but not there? Can I do it here? Why can I do it here and not there anymore? What's the problem? I truly don't see it. The machines are all at the same. Is this the right angle? Does it need to be noodle anyway? I don't understand why he doesn't want to place it. Strange. Do I see something wrong, people? Or did I have something wrong there? Because I've got them all in the same line. And it just doesn't want to do these two. But it did want to do the other ones. Weird. Okay. Piece of pipe here. And then, let me see. So I'm going to do the same on the other side as that I have done here now. So let me immediately also set, whoops, the recipes. It's easier to do in the back, I know. Do know. There, there. Okay. Oh, stop. There, and then we've got that one. So. No, and as I said, and now I have to think because I'm getting the fuel out. That's of course just a pipe. But I will also get the polymer. So I do... I think work with lifts here. There. Pop. I also will need lifts on the other side. Let me just try 3, 5. Because this will need... How much is coming out? Hello? Okay, that's not so much. So if I were to put merges on top of there, and then we are going to work our way, let me see, to the outside, because I also want the the water extractors at the end, but I can always work this above. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. Yeah. So we're getting the next one then. Let me see. Is coming here. Let me try to figure out where that should be, because I do want to have the space, of course, to... How much space does that need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So if I do this and I put a lift on top, and then they talk to each other. No, this is not a merger, this is going to be a splitter. Yeah, it's coming from that way. Because in that way I can walk underneath. So if the pipes cross over, I actually might as well bring them. Will I not? Because I was just thinking, if the pipes cross over, then it will be tight to get through here anyway. So if I move this slightly in, this is where this is one at, and then 1, 2 probably, or maybe even 3. Let me see. If I put a splitter on top of there. Yeah, this one seems to be able to come a little bit. Oh, turn around. Thank you very much. With how much? I don't fully know. Let me see. So if I were to get my lift on this one, let me see. 1, 2, 3 then maybe? Is it then nicely above? 6? It doesn't matter. I will change this. It would leave a path, but you know what? From there to there is also a pipe, so it will be tight anyway. And then I feel like I might as well just have these closer to each other. What shall I do? What does look better? Because in principle, what I've got upstairs will be more machines, so I will go further out than that I'm doing here already. So does this make it? Yeah, it might look better. I will just, oops, stop turning around. Just put them here because I can still walk. There, 3, 4 and 5. There we go. So then, how many clicks did I do now? 3, yeah? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good job. It's 8. 1, 2, 3. So I need splitters then, as I said, but now from the right direction. Yeah, it is. Going that way. Bob. That one seems to be in the right way. And then we need a lift here. 1, 2. That was 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then the splitter again. Coming from that way. Okay, so we are merging the polymer that's coming out. We are splitting the water that will be coming in. So these recipes are all here. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let me see. Maybe I should first belt so I don't have to come back to that anymore. 2. Oops. Yeah, and then this one needs there. So did I set all these now? I think so, huh? Yes, we did. Okay. Then we're getting the pipes. Oh. Too many buttons. Too many. Why? There. And my god, what a lines. Oh my goodness. Hello. Let me out. So if I've got this right, I think I do. I hope I do. 30 oil coming in per machine, 40 heavy oil residue coming out together with this, but I'm not really counting this because this, as I said, will be just transported to the site. I can't do a lot with it just yet. So I'm getting 40 oil, heavy oil out. If I put a battery in there and I put this to a... was 80, I think, because then it uses 40 heavy oil residue per machine. Otherwise you're getting such weird numbers, and the dot comma so much is just hard to work with. Let me see. 80. Hello, thank you. There. Set them immediately. Boom. I don't have any more power shards. Need to put my slugs again in the in the machine so they can duplicate. 80 there, and the last one. So now I have a nice 5-on-5 machine, and of course I need to do that on every corner, so I have to do it here and then twice the setup on the other side of what we're working with. I just want to show you what idea I have in mind for as long as I've got time for to record today. Let me see, because here this might have to be a little bit wider than hello. I want to keep the path. Probably don't need it this big, but oops, a little bit wider. There, one more. Bum, bum, bada, bum, bum. You know what I will do first? Because here is where my water setup is going to be. So I'm going to pump up water, have packages here, and the packaged water can then just be distributed both ways. But I do want to have because first of all we need a flooring up. Hey. It's not the first time, not the last time. I promise. I will keep pressing the wrong button, I think. Oops, on top, and then if we... How many was it? Okay. Like 8 or something, was it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that was then nicely above, right? Oh, and then we want that one. Oh yeah. Bam. These can go. Yeah, this is correct, huh? Perfect. And then in this case, this needs to be longer than downstairs. You know what? There, bum. So, temporary way up. Let me see. Did I change that? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I know at least where the middle is. This is right above. Yeah, okay. So this is also because I think I will do the same as that I've done downstairs. So divide the pipe over the generators. So in other words, have the generators in the middle. And then work my way outwards. So I first... that's the wrong one. Thank you. This one, please. Let me see. So we're coming from that side. Okay, I need the hologram. That makes it slightly easier. I think these can be together. Can they? Can they? Can they? I prefer a tiny bit. So that gives me the option to be able to walk in the middle for whatever reason. Because I want to. Now I need loads of those, I know. Do I have more space? No, this is all the space it gave me. Okay. I'm actually going to just put the setup quickly so you get an idea of what is in my head. And then you can correct me if I've got it wrong. And why I've got it wrong. If so. So there. 2, we have 4 of them. Okay. There's nothing to do about. So before this we need to make the turbo fuel. That means I need another refinery. No, I had it right. Whoops. Let me see. There we go. How much space do I need? Because I think this is just making the turbo fuel, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, there is just turbo fuel coming out. So if I've got the 5 machines... I wonder if I should go up again or that I should just... But I can also do... Now I can go 2 ways. And I think I'm going to ask you for your advice. Because before this one... Stop pressing the wrong button, my goodness! Difficult, yay! Let me place just this one here. It doesn't really matter because this here is going to unpackage me the fuel that we're making downstairs. That will give me the 60 fuel per minute. Then I need to turn that into the turbo fuel, and that results in a lot of turbo fuel for all these machines. And now I wonder if it is smarter to just have these going all the way there in rows, just keep going until I can't remember how many I exactly need, but it's quite a bit. So I can go or all the way that way and then all the way that way like I've got downstairs, but then with the generators. Or is it an idea to just to unpackage the fuel, turn it into turbo fuel, collect it together, and then via a drop down, which is never a problem, just start feeding all the generators, but do it in the back. And then I don't know about. Then I doubt about. What is smart to do? So would you, first of all, you can of course have everything also downstairs, so the unpackager and the refinery that turns it into turbo fuel also downstairs, so just make that row longer than what we've got now, so it keeps going, and then you end up with turbo fuel on either side. Or bring it up like I've got here and then without the generators. So I just collect all the turbo fuel here in the middle and just drop it down and make a big park of generators in the back? Or would you, like I am doing, have it like this now, unpackage into the turbo making refinery and then into the generators that we will have here upstairs too, because it will be a lot of these generators. Because how much do they take? What was it again? I can't remember. Yeah, see, it's 7.5 cubes per minute. So, 7.5. And these numbers are nice and stupid. Let me see. Just so we can see numbers. What was this again? What did I say now? 7.5. Yeah, see, you will get a lot of these machines too, eh? You know what? I think I will first ask you for your advice. What you will what you would do. What would you advise for it to be the best? Because this is going to be a humongous setup. I will need quite a few of these refineries, more than that I've got now. And don't get me started on the amount of generators with the turbo fuel. Would it be the 3 options? Everything downstairs, split up, so package up until packaging downstairs and then unpackaging, turning it into turbo fuel upstairs, or that last setup, but then also with the fuel generators all the way up here. And I could of course also go up, but that means that I will have to work with head lift, which is not a problem, so I can pump the turbo fuel up to another floor where more generators will be. Please let me know in the comments down below. I am going to call it a day. The recording already took me longer than I actually have time for. I do want to go to my family and start cooking and preparing for Christmas. You're all enjoying already the first Christmas day as you watch this, or maybe even later in time whenever you're watching this. I hope you have or have had an amazing day, full of a lot of happiness, that for sure. Sweet lovely people, please let me know your advice. Are my thoughts right? Can I continue like this? And then which way you think I should keep going, what is just a smart idea. For now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you want to join me next time when we will probably end up in the desert doing whatever Fixmas is throwing at us. So I hope to see you then. Bye bye!